First third down for Smith. Through passing situation, pocket closes on him, and down he goes. Kyler Ball with the hit.
Manis looking, end zone, touchdown, Gophers!
I mean, he ran a great route, but we'll see if he gets control right there. Is that foot down?
Yes, it is.
What a catch from Daniel Jackson, and the route was phenomenal. He beat Malcolm Hartzog. There's control. There's the left toe dragging behind for a touchdown.
That is unbelievable, Joel.
Casey's brother Joseph plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's a 1st and 10 for Manis in Minnesota, and Jackson's wide open at the 40 of Louisiana. It took 3 Raging Cajuns to bring him down. Caleb Edwards finishes him off.
Manis scanning toward the end zone. He will fire, and that football is caught for the touchdown. Incredible. Chris Ottman-Bell, through the contact of Derek Rogers, comes down with it.
It's just a go route. Really like how Ottman-Bell runs up on the defender, and he keeps this thing tight. He doesn't get pushed to the boundary, then uses his big body to come back and get the football. That's the freshman, Derek Rogers. When you leave these guys out on an island over time and you keep giving them chances, typically good things are going to happen for the offense. What a catch.
And that's the problem for Purdue, who got conservative right there before the end of the half.
I think it tastes really good. Am I allowed to call a football game while I eat?
Yeah, well,
find out.
You're doing it right now. Manis rolling out. Oh, a one-handed grab. Unbelievable catch. Corey Crooms Jr. with the highlight for the Gophers.
First down, but then Williams fumbles it. Lindenberg and Wally combined for the takeaway. Manis lost one. Jackson in the end zone. Drops it in for a go-ahead touchdown. Manis, you said it, this was a dime to Daniel Jackson.
This phenomenal throw, right? I mean, at Jackson, great concentration, fouls that ball all the way in. That is, and the coverage was good. That's all the way around. First, it starts up front, right? Because he had good protection. Nicholson's looking all the way. And a great throw. That's just good football all the way around.
Levitt, flush, pressure, down he goes, and that ball came out. John Joyner, 17, trying to rip that free. Levitt was pressured from behind. Minnesota believes that it's going to be Golden Gopher football.
Need about 18 yards to get into Vaco's territory, but Mordecai, well, one last heave. Trying to set up, fires end zone, and it's picked off by Newbin. There's the record for Minnesota, and he's got running room. Newbin brought down by Mordecai, about where he let it fly.
Right there, a lot of times you tell that guy to just knock it down. Tanner Mordecai does a great job creating a little space right here, and then launches it. Newbin steps up. Now he knows he has all the skill guys behind him. See all those speed guys in a trail position. Now it's only O-lineman and Tanner Mordecai. Mordecai has to get him to the ground, and does. Great job.
Newbin with his 5th interception of the year. He's the all-time leader in Minnesota school history in picks. Wisconsin will get the...
All the presidential candidates the last half-century have been through. Deacon Hill wants to let one go. Have the ball knocked out. And Minnesota believes they have it. And yes, they do. A strip sack for Minnesota. Tyler Newbin from his safety spot.
And Kessich's kick is pure.
So his first drive of his second start of the season begins at his own 17-yard line. And Sean Tyler with the first handoff and curling around the outside picks up a first down.
Clean snap, good hole, got it up.
More play fake. The sidearm throw is caught by Elijah Spencer.
Manis drops the pass, and he's looking deep down the field and has a man, and that pass is caught. It's Daniel Jackson who broke free down the sideline for a pickup of 33.
See if they can salt the half away with the football.
Remember, Minnesota will get the ball to start this second half. How about a big game? Chunk play for chunk play. Taylor getting it done in plus territory. And Darius Taylor, a gain of 40 on that run.
After the Ryman touchdown, Minnesota on the march. Kaliak-Manis, end zone, contested grab. Elijah Spencer with a touchdown for the Gophers.
You called it right. A contested grab because the ball was thrown behind him.
Kaliak-Manis, pressure coming. He hangs in there, throws, that's caught. Touchdown, Daniel Jackson, and the Gophers take the lead.
And they've been knocking. Before this drive, it was only 3 points on the day, but you show up to number 9.
There it is again. Hand off again, Newbin. Touchdown, Minnesota, and a great statement in the first possession.
.5'11", 215, Newbin. It's a goal line defense. They're gapped out. You see the Minnesota O-line really gets pushed into their backfield.
Supposed to flip his commitment because of the details defensive coordinator Joe Rossi shared about the team's system during his visit.
Zor, thank you. Play action. Deacon Hill in trouble. Sacked. And he lost the ball. Fumble at the 10-yard line. Minnesota has it.
Now 2nd and 10 with 13 seconds left. Kaliak-Manis loads it up, going deep towards the end zone. It's caught. Daniel Jackson. Touchdown, Gophers.
Watch the route. A little stutter and go. Boom. Freezes Sainer still. And then he runs by him. Enough separation that Kaliak-Manis can get that ball to him. His favorite target. And for Jackson, his 5th touchdown reception of the season. We said it almost felt like they needed a touchdown this possession, right? Didn't look like they were going to have a shot at it.
So one play and a first down with Tyler through the grounds. And off the play fake, it's Kaliak-Manis underneath to Daniel Jackson, last week's game-time touchdown score, and he has a first down out across midfield.
Ever been in the modern history of college football in the last 3 years on the PJ Fleck.
Second down and 8. Play fake. Kaliak-Manis steps into his throw underneath, and it's caught.
Great to hear that message for Minnesota's homecoming game. Gophers with a 1st and goal here. Kaliak-Manis to the end zone. Jackson, touchdown, Minnesota. It ends on this connection. Kaliak-Manis to Jackson. And the Gophers are tied in the 1st.
Critical for him to carry it through 60 minutes.
Kaliak-Manis looking deep, and his wide receiver has a step, and that is caught. Inside the 25-yard line goes Chris Ottman-Bell.
Power formation here for Minnesota. Taylor gets the call, trying to push his way. Contact is made. Look at this. Darius Taylor needed one. He gets way more than that. How about 43 for another touchdown for the freshman?
Opportunity to meet this freshman back in the hole. They had him stop short of the chains. But again, Darius Taylor would not be denied. In the hole, one of the best in the Big Ten. Hammer, meet nail.
Down below, it's 3-on-3. There, it's wide open.
And it's spanned forward in man coverage, slipping away. Spanned forward, looking for the edge, and he trucks to the goal line.
I don't see the arm, did his touchdown.
Brevin spanned forward in for 6.
Watch this. Okay, so now there's 3-on-3, right? You got to go inside, outside, high, and just play a zone to start, and then take your man. Right here is an excellent effort.
Newbin got a great block. Newbin, end zone, touchdown Gophers. First career touchdown for Jordan Newbin.
Last week against Iowa, and though he hasn't made his...
Rooms clear the zone. Watch 4. Clearing roller and just a little delayed slant.
He's only 9 out of 22. Nice pocket this time. Touch pass down the field. Got his man. Daniel Jackson inside the 20.
Tyler stretching to the edge. And he has a first down across the 40, and he's chased down from behind with the ball out, but it's out of bounds.
Sims looking. Sims under pressure. And it is intercepted.
4th down and 1. Looks like a victory formation for Minnesota. Instead, the pile is pushed forward, and Kaliakmanis is granted a touchdown.
Fantastic play call by Greg Harbaugh there, and it's just that simple. Our strength is our offensive line, so we're going to use it.
All out heat.
Kaliakmanis steps up into that throw down the field, and it is caught. Who else would it be? Daniel Jackson, their best wide receiver.
Game plan early on.
Tyler Nubin applying the hit after the catch.
The physical tackle.
To try to provide some pass rush. And they drop him out of there. Joyner coming from the top side, and the ball comes out. Ball out for Minnesota, and they're up with it with Collins. Second week in a row, John Joyner.
On 1st and goal, Nubin up the middle, end zone, touchdown, Minnesota.
There's going to be so many hugs on the sideline for this guy. As you mentioned, all the injuries in the running back room. Who's going to step up? Is it going to be Sean Tyler? Well, he opens the game with the fumble. That means it's on.
See if they can get Darius Taylor going as well. Only 6 carries for 17 yards in that first half. Second consecutive pass to the sideline. First down, Gophers. Out to the 30-yard line. Daniel Jackson, their top target.
And Western Michigan lost that game against the Eagles. He's got 2 things on his mind tonight. There's Taylor, the gem of the recruiting class this year for Minnesota, keeping the pile going. He's got all sorts of bodies, including Brevin Spanford, pushing him for a first down.
Kaliakmanis under pressure, throws on the move and caught. Looks like a first down.
Evans back in the game as the running back. It's his ball up the middle. Evans, touchdown, Minnesota.
Like you said, clearly the best on the outside for Minnesota. Kaliakmanis, play action, another completion. Heading towards the end zone is his big tight end in Spanford. Minnesota strikes first.
And it's Spanford, the big man. He's the tight end. They go play action. This Purdue defense reacts to the run. Nobody defends Spanford. Kaliakmanis on the money.
But 3rd and 20. This offense up against it. Henning, balls pop loose, and the ball is recovered by Minnesota. Great field position, and the Gophers forcing a turnover. It's Kyler Baugh who picks it up.
Altmaier on 3rd and 3 hits Williams for a first down.
Huge.
And the ball is out at the end of it. Minnesota recovers it.
Levitt throws, and that's intercepted inside the 5-yard line. Trayvon Jones with the pick, his 2nd this season, and that will do it.
Yeah, that final timeout remaining. Deacon Hill right now 10 out of 27. Another 3-man rush. Lets one go. Intercepted. Picked off by the Gophers. Justin Wally slams the door shut.
Haller up and Spanford to the bottom side. Taylor right up the gut, and he's in for a touchdown. They drive it down on the ground game, and it was Taylor that put the drive away. For the first time tonight, Minnesota finds the end zone.
Here's Sims to throw it. Looking in the end zone. Intercepted. Trayvon Jones.
So a 3rd and 7 now. Chris. Intercepted. Tyler Newbin.
As they need to be over the course of this season.
Kaliakmanis, another completion, big tight end. Another grab for Brevin Span Ford, and he runs into Sanusi Canes.
Thinking end zone, passes complete and caught. Lemeki Brockington, his first touchdown of the season.
Illinois hanging on to their bowl hopes over the final month of the season. Altmaier, deep middle, intercepted!
Guess who?
Newbin undercut the route, and he ties the school record for career picks. Smith protected, now time runs out, and he can't get away! Kyler Baugh for the second time tonight on a third down.
In his first start as the quarterback for Big Red. Here's Sims in trouble and sacked. Well done, Jalen Logan Redding.
Williams in there, touchdown, Minnesota.
Bunch of guys to one side of the line of scrimmage, which a lot of times gets a defense over leveraged. Bryce Williams reads it perfectly.
Brings Span Ford across the formation. Ethan Kaliakmanis. Completion. It's Daniel Jackson. This time they will connect, and inside the 30 he goes.
Taylor again, right up the middle. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown. Darius Taylor, the ball carrier, the score.
It's impressive, Lisa, because it wasn't there at first. Let's see what it sounds like.
5 under. The Russian 4.
Time running out, and Altmaier, ball is free. Is that a live ball or is it incomplete? Either way, Illinois with it, and it'll be fourth down.
It'll be fourth down.
Strigo gets home to Altmaier. PJ Fleck said he has his eyes on the lower half of the body of Ethan Kaliakmanis this week. Belly button down. And this breaks into the second level for Taylor. And putting the juke move on out across the 35-yard line with a first down.
At the 43, Sims dancing, Sims corralled, Sims goes down.
Racked up over 500 yards of offense in each of their last 2 games, but have only 2 first downs since halftime. First and 10 for Zion Chris in deep trouble, and it's intercepted. Jack Henderson with the pick. The second interception of the day for Minnesota.
Convey to Hudson Card. They haven't been protecting.
Nice completion here out across midfield. This is Corey Crooms.
But you're still going to trust these guys, and the more you trust them.
Already 2 yards just short of 100 yards here in this first half. Kaliakmanis play action. And off the 1 foot into the end zone. Pass is caught. Daniel Jackson for the Minnesota touchdown. Second touchdown of the season for Jackson.
Opportunity to go to his third read and then float a teardrop off his back foot to Daniel Jackson for the tug.
Sean Tyler back in at running back, off a couple of tackles. And he's got the shoulder pads down, rumbling for a first down right on the edge of the red zone.
3rd and 3. Sims bottled up and tripped up, sacked once again. Danny Strigo.
On 3rd and 9, Kaliakmanis throws it away, and it's caught. Corey Crooms, now he's brought down short of the first down by Keon Martin.
He's scoring just a sophomore and already a captain. Kaliakmanis, and Kaliakmanis is going to be near that line to gain. You see the helmet pop off of Jackson.
470 yards on the ground, and that factors in the 137 that he has here in the first half. Kaliakmanis has been perfect in the first half. And on the sideline, Daniel Jackson, that's a tough throw and a tough catch to make.
That was his first carry since the first series of the game. Smith with plenty of time. Out of the pocket. And Baranowski ropes him down. Smith had a bunch of lateral movement out there on the edge, and Baranowski angled him up.
Only 142 yards of total offense for Minnesota. Kaliakmanis over the middle and caught.
Minnesota Golden Gopher on homecoming. Here's a 4th down for Minnesota, and Jackson is wide open. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Everyone on the defense is fooled. Ethan says, there's number 9. There's no one around him. Before you know it, you're celebrating in the end zone.
Niner championship teams. A lot of great quarterbacks, a lot of great pass rushers from Purdue.
Kaliakmanis going to take a shot, fired toward the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Elijah Spencer with a late score working on Alessandro.
You keep playing, you keep battling. A good look at Kaliakmanis' athleticism, keeping this play alive. Throwing off balance.
See him kind of hobbling off. You heard Elise Menaker's report in the first half. Went into the 10th. Lausch back to Bryant. Trying to look for Lausch. Dangerous play. Lausch makes the grab and the ball is loose. Another fumble for Northwestern.
That field goal came on a 7-minute drive out of halftime. Kaliakmanis to throw, and he connects for a first down out across midfield for Daniel Jackson, who's not going down. Charged up like his running backs tonight, being stood up.
From the Nebraska 45, Kaliakmanis dancing to the sideline. Boy, he put that one on the money.
Well, Minnesota has chewed a ton of clock when they've had the ball tonight. Taylor with the stiff arm. Shoulder pads down to the goal line.
They want to milk the clock. Staying on the ground. A fumble. Can Minnesota get it? And they do.
Callerup coming in motion, and a sneak for Kaliakmanis. Did he get there? He did for a touchdown. Luke Cameron
made a jump over, tried to go over the top on him. Nathan was able to, lower his shoulder and go in for 6.
Nebraska showing blitz. Kaliakmanis over the middle, and he has his man, Spanford. He continues to move and will finally plop down.
Shared some fiery words with his quarterback down there on the field. Back to the run game, and a patient run for Darius Taylor, and he trips near midfield.
1:09 to go. Sims, remember, he's a prolific runner. Sims over the middle. Intercepted! Whoa! Tyler Newman again!
Was running with the first team offense. And he's been running with them a lot tonight. His biggest game by a wide margin compared to last week. And he's down to the 30. It's the opposite of as a quarterback. Austin Smith was in one of his toughest spots of the night. 3rd down and 9 after the penalty. And he goes down. It's Jones one more time on this drive. Trayvon Jones in on the sack. So that backs up Tomasek inside his own 5 to punt it away to Corey Crooms. And it's blocked. And the special teams for the Gophers come up with a big play. Safety or touchdown. So far deep, they're out of your picture before this 3rd down snap. And Smith over the middle, intercepted. Devin Williams away with the pick for Minnesota. And looking for a cavalry out on the edge, and he's shoved out across midfield.